Welcome to our Winter Sports Awards Assembly. During this assembly, we will recognize some of the athletes that participated in winter sports. At this time, I'm going to turn the program over to our athletic director, Mr. Charles Knowles.
Thanks, Mr. Smith. Before we introduce the athletes that made All-League and the team that won a league championship, I would like to tell you that as a student body, you were excellent. You supported the team well, especially in a playoff run. I never had a complaint about a Norristown student, and sometimes when we go to meetings, they do mention other schools. We were in some pretty tense situations, like the Pennsbury game up at William Tennant, and you people acted great. I also want you to understand that we're on our athletic teams. We had a really good fall in athletics also, and we had an outstanding winter, and that doesn't happen by accident. The reason that we do well in the athletic program is the overall school. The students here have a lot of pride in the school. I see that when I walk around the halls. By and large, all the students have a lot of pride in this school, and the students here act respectfully, and the students here have discipline. And all those things contribute to athletic teams. If you walk into a high school and you see right away a lack of discipline, a lack of respect with students, I can guarantee you that school doesn't have good athletic teams. So you're a part of this too. I would also like to thank the cheerleaders. They were outstanding all year, and they had to go a lot of extra weeks to support the team. At this time, I'd like to introduce our first team, and our first honoree is from boys swimming. And this young man set a record for on the boys swimming team this year in the 400 freestyle, David Grodzik. David. Keep your applause till the end, please, when I'm finished talking about each team. Our girls swimming team, All-League in the 200-yard first team in the 200-yard medley relay. Kim Detweiler, Rachel Vagnoni, Dana Glodek, Taylor Tomlinson. Dana Glodek, who is already out here, was also first team in the 100-yard butterfly, fourth in District 1 in the 100 butterfly, and finished 12th in the state of Pennsylvania in the 100 butterfly. So she definitely deserves congratulations. This same group of young ladies also was honorable mention All-League in the 200-yard freestyle relay. Dana Glodek was third team All-League in the 100-yard freestyle, and Rachel Vagnoni was honorable mention in the 100-yard breaststroke. The team also set some new school records this year. Dana Glodek has school records in the 100-meter freestyle, 100-yard butterfly, 100-meter freestyle, and 400-meter freestyle. Taylor Tomlinson has the school record in the 400-meter freestyle. And the 200-meter medley relay, consisting of these four girls plus Lindsay Stauffenberg, set a school record in the 200-meter medley relay. The boys swimming team this year won a couple of meets, and they had not won meets in a couple of years because our numbers were down, so the team's moving in the right direction. The girls swimming team had the most wins of any Norristown team in the past 4 years, and they finished in second place at the Upper Merion Relays. So we're very proud of our swimming program. Good job. Okay. Bye. Huh? What? What did you say? Yeah, you can. Next, we want to recognize those members of our bowling program that made All-League. First team All-League was Gordon Murphy, Jake Holak, who I don't believe are here. Second team All-League, Zach Holak. Third team All-League, Mike Holt. And honorable mention All-League, Mike Bicking. Notable achievements by the boys bowling team this year. Mike Bicking set a new school record with a 288 game, and the boys team had a new series record of 3,179 pins. Our girls bowling team also had a great season, earning second team All-League in the Suburban 1 League. Sarah Kinsey, Hannah Bogadane. Third team All-League, Jessica Green, who I believe is on a trip today with the school. Megan Altimus, Bethany Culp. Both of the bowling teams had outstanding seasons. The boys finished with a record of 43-13, second place in the Suburban 1 League, and the girls finished with a record of 48-8, second place in the Suburban 1 League. The coaches are Miss Johnson and Miss Currens, who are members of the faculty and staff here at the high school. Both of our teams qualified for the Eastern Regional Tournament in Lancaster, and the boys team won the Roller Invitational Tournament in December, competing against 30 teams. 2008 Norris Area High School bowling teams. Good job. Sorry, Dan. Next is our indoor track program. We're going to introduce those that placed at the state championship meet at Penn State University in early March. The boys, third place in the state in the 4x200 relay, E.J. Hadrick, Brandon Ellis, Mike Pearson, and Sam Kellyjor. Seventh place at the state meet in the 4x400 relay, E.J. Hadrick, Brandon Ellis, Mike Pearson, and Kevin Sadeghipour. Eighth place in the triple jump at the state meet, Godwin Omo Ekpati. She's not here. With the girls' indoor track team, we had a number of girls also compete very well at the state level. Unfortunately, and fortunately at the same time, they're competing at the Penn Relays right now at the Franklin Field in Philadelphia. So I'm going to announce their names, but they are not here, most of them. Third place in the shot put in the state with a new school record of 42 feet, 9 3/4 inches was Gabriella Reinhardt. Third place in the state in the triple jump was Courtney Bell. Eighth place in the state in the 200-meter dash, Shakia Latson Singleton. And the following young ladies finished 8th in the state in the 4x200 relay: Shakia Latson-Singleton, Yane Weldon, Courtney Bell, and Danica Giddens, all of whom are participating in the Penn relays.
All right, good job.
Another team that has just improved each year, and next year I expect even bigger things out of them, is our wrestling team. I'd like to introduce the wrestlers that were honored as all-league wrestlers. One unique thing about wrestling, sometimes it's not possible in other sports just by the nature of the sport, but in wrestling, you earn all-league by defeating the other person. You know, some sports, obviously, the all-league is a vote because you don't go head-to-head with somebody. But wrestling, if you're all-league, that means that you were the best in the league and you beat everyone else in the league. First team all-league in wrestling, Stephen Parker. Second team all-league in wrestling was Peter Nugent. Third team all-league in wrestling, Rob Gillette and Rich Cardy. Earning honorable mention, all Suburban One League in wrestling, Charles McLean, Brandon Parker, and Marcus Robbins. The wrestling team finished with a record of 16-11 this year. They won the William Tennant Christmas Tournament Championship. They qualified for the District 1 dual meet tournament, which only 16 teams in the district qualify for that tournament. It's based on your record. And they also won the Howard County duels. They were the second place team at the Howard County duels, which had teams there from 3 states. So congratulations to 2008 Norris Centenary High School wrestling team. Our next team is our girls basketball team, which had an outstanding season. I'd like to introduce those members of the team that made all Suburban One League, but I would also like to introduce first the head coach of the girls basketball team, Mr. Keith Webster. First team all Suburban One League in basketball, the senior Alyssa O'Donnell.
Yeah, you will, but that and them.
Second team all league, Sophia Waters. Honorable mention, all league and girls basketball, seniors Heather McHugh and Bryn Cotita. Senior Rayvon Mitchell, who made honorable mention all league also last year, is at the Penn Relays also this afternoon. Some of the accomplishments of our girls basketball team this year. They appeared in the District 1 tournament for the 3rd straight year. The team has just gotten better and better each year. This year they finished second with a record of 11-3 in the Suburban One League Continental, which is traditionally the strongest league in the area. They finished with an overall record of 21-9. They were the champions of the Wissahickon Holiday Tournament for the 2nd straight year. In the PIAA District 1 tournament, comprising 32 teams, our girls finished 4th. That qualified them for the state tournament, where they lost an overtime game to Cedar Crest High School of Lebanon, Pennsylvania. Double overtime. Thank you. We also had a unique occurrence this year. It's a very notable achievement to score 1,000 points in your career in high school in basketball. We had 2 seniors do this within a couple of weeks of each other. And Mr. Howe and Mr. Webster are going to come up and present them with the actual ball that they scored the 1,000th point with. Ms. Kirker in the art department did a wonderful job decorating the balls for us. The first 1,000-point ball goes to senior Bryn Katita, who on January 23rd, 2008, against Plymouth Whitemarsh, scored her 1,000th point. The second 1,000-point ball goes to senior Alyssa O'Donnell, who on January 5th, 2008, versus Methacton High School, scored her 1,000th career point. Thanks, ladies, for a great season.
Good job.
Next is our boys basketball team. Obviously, you're well aware of a lot of the accomplishments that this team had this year. A lot of you followed it. It was an exciting time. I think what maybe got lost a little bit in the shuffle is the fact that this team also was the Suburban 1 League undefeated conference champion. I'd like to introduce the players on the team, and I'm going to do it first with the All-League players. First team All-League and elected Player of the Year in the Suburban 1 Continental Conference by the coaches of the league, and honorable mention All-State, Russell Graham. Also, first team All-Suburban 1 League, second team All-State, Junior Khalif Wyatt. Russ and Khalif were also selected High School Boys Basketball Players of the Year by the Times-Herald. Second team All-Suburban 1 League, senior Quentin Watson. Honorable mention on the All-Suburban 1 League team, James Ramsey and Maurice Briggs. I'd like to introduce, at this time, the coaches of the boys basketball team. Head coach, Mr. Mike Evans. And I would like to introduce the remaining members of our Western Regional State runner-up boys basketball team. Vontae Shippen. Jarrell Gardner. Jaquil Hargrove. Paul Savage. Jared Smart. Juan Chapman. Sheldon Mayer. Lorenzo Christmas. And the team manager, Bobby Bird. Just to review for the student body one last time what this team accomplished. They were the Suburban 1 Continental Division champions at 14-0. They completed an undefeated regular season, 24-0. They had an overall record, including playoffs, of 32-2. They were ranked number 3 in the Delaware Valley, which encompasses Philadelphia and the New Jersey surrounding areas, all the counties and the city, number 3 by the Philadelphia Inquirer. They started out the season by winning the championship at the Cheltenham Tip-Off Tournament. And in doing that, they defeated Frankfort High School, that was a finalist for the Philadelphia Public League Championship, and traditionally strong Cheltenham High School. They also won the Triangle Holiday Tournament Championship here at Norristown. They were the PIAA District 1 finalist, second place. They won the PIAA Western Region Championship by defeating Moon Township from the Pittsburgh area. And that took them to the state championship game where, with an effort that will not be forgotten by anybody that was there, we lost to Chester High School, finishing second in the state of Pennsylvania. So it's a record and a team that will be remembered always in the history of Norristown High School. It is one of the greatest teams the school has ever produced. Congratulations to the boys basketball team for that. When you win a championship in the Suburban 1 League, the league awards you medals. The team has not received those medals until now because they were on their playoff run. But we don't want to overlook the fact that your league championship's in one of the finest leagues in the state of Pennsylvania. I'm going to ask Mr. Howe and Coach Evans to present the medals of the players as I call their names.
Weighing it?
Here's some more.
The players receiving medals for the championship: Russell Graham, Vontae Shippen, Jarrell Gardner, Jaquil Hargrove, Khalif Wyatt, James Ramsey, Paul Savage, Jared Smart, Maurice Briggs, Juan Chapman, Quentin Watson, Sheldon Mayer, Lorenzo Christmas, and Bobby Bird. This has never been formally done because the last time we met and assembled, it was the day that they were leaving for the state championship at Penn State. At this time, I would ask the team captains to present the Suburban 1 League Championship Trophy to Mr. Howe on behalf of the school. And I also, at this time, would like to ask the captains to formally present the Pennsylvania State Runner-Up Championship Trophy to Mr. Howe and to the school.
Hold that up for me. Thank you, guys. Congratulations.
You're going to be right at the me.
I want to thank you for your cooperation in honoring these athletes. I'd also like to say, if you're an underclassman, think about getting involved in the athletic program next year. We have a lot of great students here. I know there's some people with potential out there that just have never even given it a try. So when you hear about tryouts, go out, and you may be one of the ones up here in the future. At this time, I'd like to turn the day over to Mr. Howe.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. I'd like to thank Mr. Knowles, our athletic director. The coordination of the program, from eligibility and scheduling and transportation, particularly during a tournament run, is a great deal of work. Mr. Knowles represents us and takes care of us extremely well, and a nice round of applause for Mr. Knowles, please. I'd also like to thank Mr. Smith, along with Mr. Knowles, for helping us bring the tradition back of having our athletic awards programs. If, in fact, we are a good school, and if, in fact, we would like others to share that belief that we have, then it's very important that we be able to recognize the significant student achievements in front of the entire student body. And your performance in the audience today suggests to me that you agree with that and that you believe that we should continue to do so, and we will. Thank you.